Hi and welcome back. You are here, Ramo McLean for life. I want to welcome everyone back for another video. And of course, this time is going to be a movie review and discussion on another Bruce Willis review. And today I'm actually going to talk and discuss it's Mercury Rising 1998, which was directed by Harold Becker, which I never heard of it. This is the custom. This is actually the custom Blu-ray cover. I don't have the original, but the original poster art I don't have. But on the disc you have the original poster, Mercury Rising, and yeah, this is the back. Now, Mercury Rising is one of the films that I heard about it, but I was not a huge fan. I'm still not a fan of this film. So this is gonna be a short review because I just finished it and it's kind of confusing. This to me is a time waster, just to me. But some people are like the film. I think that Mercury Rising is just a time waster at best. Some people really like it. I'm not one of those people that I'm fan. I have a mixed feelings for this film, so I'm not really a huge fan of the film. I love Bruce Willis, as you know, huge fan. I love the Die Hard films. I have a poster of Die Hard Vengeance there. I'm a huge fan of the Die Hard franchise. I used to have the Die Hard, the original poster, but sadly got ruined it. So I had to replace it and I put the Jurassic Park instead, and I have up there Die Hard Vengeance. But Mercury Rising, I mean, kind of confusing film. So this was based on the novel by Simple Simon, which was the working title for the film, but I don't know why they changed it Mercury Rising, by Ryan Douglas. The movie was released on April 3rd, 1998, and the budget for this movie was $60 million, but made $93 million. And mostly the critics and it actually got a negative. The critics were actually negative against this film. It got negative critics and it got negative reviews. Now, Mercury Rising, I don't know what much about to tell about this film. Once again, stars Bruce Willis and Alec Baldwin and Miko Hughes. He was in New Nightmare with Heather Langenkamp. He played her son. Miko Hughes plays the character of Simon Lynch. He's a 9-year-old autistic boy, and when he looks for a puzzle, he resolves a puzzle that's actually a code, a government code for spooks, for more hiding spies, and he cracks down the code. Yes, he's a smart kid and he cracks down the code. When the government NSA agency, played by Alec Baldwin, who plays Nick Kudrow, finds this out, he sends a hired assassin to kill Simon, but instead his parents gets killed, but the kid survives. FBI Special Agent FBI R. Jeffries, played by Bruce Willis, who could not save the young kids who were a terrorist in a bank, which they tried to rob a bank, and he could not save a kid. He decides he's been called to investigate the murder for the missing child. He finds the kid and he finds out that at first it looks like murder-suicide, but it looks like the kid has to be protected. So he decides to help the kid, and he decides that he's gonna do whatever it takes to protect the kid. But his superiors does not believe that he's doing his job well, because they send him, because he was 14 years undercover agent, and because he could not save the rest, he could not save the young kids who were armed. He could not save them. He decides to help this kid. He finds him brings him to hospital, and like I said, the kid has to he has to be protected. But once again, Kudrow orders another assassination attempt, and when R. Jeffries tries to figure it out, he finds out that this kid is actually in a grave danger. When he gets back to the hospital, he finds out that no one is watching him, and the kid disappears. Once again, Art finds him and tries to save him, and he's been shot by an assassin, and he goes and steals the ambulance, and he actually saves the kid, and he tries to protect him himself because no one else does. And they escape with the ambulance. They both escape with an ambulance, and they actually escape through the tracks, to the railroad tracks. They escape there. They try to both escape. There's a scene in which two trains, one goes up, one goes down, flies through Bruce Willis and Miko Hughes, and that was a great shot. I like that scene, and the train stops, they go in the train, and another assassin tries to kill them, played by Peter Stormare, and Bruce Willis kills him in self-defense. He goes and kills him in self-defense. And he goes to his friend and his partner and colleague by FBI, and turns out that he's wanted man now. He escaped. He took his partner's car. He goes to the kid. He falls asleep. The kid once again escapes, and the kid once again escapes. When Art finds out, he finds him, and he tries to find out. So they go back home, and at home, Art finally figures out what's going on. Why is this kid marked for a why he's marked for a dead? Why he's a dead target, and actually live target now? And it's because they're looking for this Mercury puzzle. And then he contacts two NSA agents, Dean and Leo. Because in the open scene, when he contact Dean and Leo, when he cracked the code over the Mercury puzzle, Dean decides to do what's the right thing to help R. Jeffries and the kid, and he meets Jeffries, he tells him about the code, but he gets killed himself. And of course Leo tried to do the same thing, tried to send email to R. Jeffries, and he gets killed once again. So the girlfriend of Leo, Emily, contacts R. Jeffries and tells him what's going on, and R. Jeffries finds out that Nick Kudrow, NSA, I think was analytic, or was actually program chief. He's actually program chief by the NSA. Nick Kudrow, who sees a security threat. R. Jeffries visit him and tell him that he has like 36 hours, or those codes are going to the newspaper, and they're bored if he doesn't obey. But Kudrow somehow manages anyway to escape, to kidnap the young kid, because R. Jeffries leaves it by young girl Stacy, Simon, and once again tries to kidnap, and R. Jeffries is in a helicopter. I still know how he's in helicopter, fights off Kudrow in the end, goes and fights him off. When Kudrow tries to throw the kid out of the building, Bruce Willis grabs the gun and shoots him dead, and he falls down, and he saves the kid, and he brings the Simon puzzle because new foster parents took him over. And then the movie ends when Miko Hughes goes and hugs Bruce Willis, and that mostly is. This is more a thriller. more of psychological thriller that has a few action scenes. Because I like that scene when they actually on the rail tracks, and they both running away, and of course Jeffries goes and tries to save the kid. They're actually in this ambulance, and two assassins are trying to kill them and start shooting at him, and they both escape on the rail track. They both together escape, and there's two trains, and Art runs, jumps, grabs the kid, jumps, saves him from the train. The other train goes by them. Great scene, great shot. I like that scene. That's definitely my favorite scene in the movie. But yeah, that's basically is on the train. When they are actually on the train, Peter Stormare tries to kill Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis fights him off. He goes, kicks him. The guy goes with the elbow. Peter Stormare goes with the elbow, hits Bruce Willis, right, lands in the glass. You see all the glass. I like that scene. He goes and fights off, grabs him, throws him off the train. I like that scene. And the killer gets killed. I like that scene. Bruce Willis like all bloody by his face. I like that scene. It was well done. It was practical effect. It was well done. I do really like that scene. So yeah, this Art Jeffries has to protect this kid at all costs, which he does. He sees a security threat. Alec Baldwin sees a security threat. That's the kid, and Art Jeffries protects him. And that's Kim Dickens from Fear the Walking Dead. Man, she was young that time. I barely recognize her. And that's Art Jeffries and Simon Lynch. Both parents are being killed, and yeah, and Bruce Willis does what he does best by protecting him. I don't know. This movie to me is just a time waster. I'm not a fan of this film. I'm glad that there are some other films who enjoyed it, but it's just a time waster. This is actually the second time I saw this film, and I'm not a fan of this film. I definitely would have put, like I said, I'll put the Die Hard films, all 4 Die Hard films I'll put about this film. I'll actually put The Last Boy Scout, The Fifth Element, Sin City. Definitely I'll put Sin City above this film. Red 1 and 2, Hostage. Those are my favorite movies that I actually enjoy from Bruce Willis more. Mercury Rising was a good movie. It was a time waster. Just a time waster. I don't think it's that bad of a film. It received negative reviews. I think that Harold Becker did a good job directing this film. Screenplay by Lawrence Kohner and Mark Rosenthal. I have this for Bruce Willis collection. I have this movie only for Bruce Willis, but I only watch this film if I will be bored. This is actually on the disc. It's actually the original poster art, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this film. Alec Baldwin as the bad guy does a good job, but I wish that there will be more action scenes. I wish there will be more shootouts, fist-to-fist cuffs. I miss that. I kind of miss that. And this movie gets the same rating as Broken Arrow with Christian Slater and John Travolta. That movie gets scrapped. That movie is much better than this film. This movie is just, to me, nothing but a time waster. Mercury Rising, I don't know, I have nothing much to say except that Bruce Willis, the only good thing about this film is Bruce Willis is the only good thing in his acting performance. Miko Hughes was annoying. Yes, he was autistic boy, but he was so annoying for the most part. He annoyed me, especially in the ambulance when they are speeding and he keeps screaming. I got so annoyed. Or there was a scene when those two analytics, I'll just call them analytics, Leon Dean shows up and the dog jumps and I fucking screamed because it scared the hell out of me, that scene. That scene scared out of me, not just both of them, it just scared me too. When they meet Alec Baldwin in the rain. It was really scary. Um, yeah, he tries to protect his government agents at all costs, and he sees the kid a security threat and wants to kill him, so his parents are being killed. Um, a sleek psychological thriller, Harold B. Carter. I'm not really a fan of this film. Bruce Willis did a fine job. I don't know, in the ambulance chase scene and on the train scene, that's the only good things that I can say about the film. By the finale, there's this guy who was awesome Beverly Hills Cop 3. He was the bad guy. He uses a machine gun and the FBI shoots at him and he gets killed by glass. That's kind of a pretty good scene, but mostly I wish there would be more action. I wish there would be more action. I wish that there will be more fist-to-fist fights. I wish there would be more explosions. I guess the movie wasn't meant to be. I don't know what else to say. It's 1 hour 51 minutes long. I don't know. Yeah, the reason is this kid cracks the code was actually in this World of Puzzling. He cracked this code. It's actually a $2 billion secret code, which is vulnerable, which is a secret code, and he figures out. I guess the kid is very smart. He figured out the code. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The music score was by John Barry. Kinda, the music score is basically mostly the music score in this movie is actually from James Bond. Actually, I would say that movie with the spy who loved me, Diamonds Are Forever, mostly for those scores that has John Barry in it for James Bond. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about this film. But yeah, that's my movie review on Mercury Rising. I'll say a decent time waster at best, a mediocre decent time waster at best, but that's it. And that's my review on Mercury Rising. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next review. In next review is actually going to be The Sixth Sense, which I actually enjoyed that movie a lot better than Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis. Anyway, I'm out. Take care. Peace. Bye bye.